Joined right now by the official baseball historian for Major League Baseball, John Thorn. I'm Pete McCarthy at MLB.com studios. John, congratulations on the position. What's this like for you to, there's so many people that study the great history of this game, and now you're the official historian for it.
Well, it's pretty cool, Pete. There's no question about it. I wrote my first baseball book 37 years ago, so it's nice to be an overnight sensation.
Of course, you have to have a long, distinguished history within the game to do this. How have you reached this point? Was this ever something that you strived for, to become, the official historian of baseball?
No, remember this post was new when Jerome Holtzman got it, so it was nothing that one could aspire to. It was invented, and Jerome occupied it until his death in 2008. Jerome was a fantastic writer. He was a columnist with a love of history. I'm perhaps a more methodical historian than Jerome, but Jerome actually made history by inventing a statistic that has created millions of dollars for relief pitchers.
And that, of course, is the save, the father of the save, Jerome. And you have a big impact in some key stats as well, namely on-base percentage. Yes,
it's peculiar to think that there was a time when on-base percentage was not only heretical, it was not a Major League Baseball stat. So when Pete Palmer and I created the hidden game of baseball in 1984 and pushed for recognition of on-base average as an official Major League Baseball stat, we were rewarded 1 year later.
Now, you have a new book coming out as well, very exciting time for you. That is Baseball in the Garden of Eden, The Secret History of the Early Game. It comes out on March 15th. What makes the history of baseball so intriguing to so many people? There's so many different stories, that were really fabricated at the early part of the century about how baseball's beginnings came about.
Well, the funny thing is that what we think of as history, we think of fact-finding and getting at the truth of things. But 150 years ago, history meant the construction of legend, the construction of a useful past. So a book will certainly get the story straight on how baseball began and evolved in this country. And David Block's fine book that was issued, Baseball Before We Knew It, does a wonderful job of illustrating where baseball came from internationally.
So over 100 years after the Spalding Commission, we finally get the true story, huh?
I think we're getting there. We're getting right at it. That's right.